As you can see, he's got plenty there. And there's the Templar Archives. So Dark Templars will be en route, but Dark Templars really probably not the best use of resources, in my opinion, just given the fact that Strelok has a scanner, and he has... does he have a scanner? Yes, he's got a scanner. And he's got so many mines and turrets. But, I like that position there for the tanks. So the tanks are forcing the zealots to come through, but it looks like another mine drag. If he drags that mine, it's going to take out the tank. Yes, it is. The tank's gone down, but a whole bunch of... thanks to that secondary tank sieged up next to the barracks, a lot of dragoons have gone down as well. Ooh, got to start breathing again. Okay, that's the thing when I do these commentaries. I've realised that if I don't sort of take regular breathing spaces in these commentaries, I really run out of air halfway through the commentary. But Wairai going for an expansion, and as you saw, Strelok had broken out of the containment with those group of vultures, so here comes the vultures now to do some damage, and I hope Strelok does really get some payback here. Rushing past the Protoss probes there, and looks like he's going to be lobbing grenades at those gas workers, successfully doing so. So no more gas for Wairai, but he has built up a stockpile of it. Tanks now getting rid of that pylon, so no more photon cannon out as natural. There's a Dark Templar, but mine's going off, and they are probably going to be dragged into the vultures. Wow, almost all of the vultures got destroyed there, along with a... No, did that Dark Templar get killed? Maybe that was a secondary Dark Templar. I didn't follow the play quick enough there. But, okay, some more tanks in the natural, but Dark Templar in the middle of it, mine going off. So Strelok managed to dodge the blast there, so well done by him. Mine's in the middle of those... Oh, 2 dragoons gone down. And Strelok will finally be able to clear that last cannon, even that was unpowered. So, ouch! All the tanks gotten rid of now. So this is really violent here. Strelok just can't get a break here and can't get ahead in units. He's always down to like 1 or 2 units. This is what I call low economy, guys. This is really, really low stuff. And more zealots coming in. Tank fending it off, not in siege mode. That secondary tank's going to be able to fire at them. The zealots gone down, so just holding on barely by the skin of his teeth, and he doesn't have enough resources to build a natural expansion command center there. But he's going to need to eventually, because Waitrai's gone for that expansion now. He's deciding to slowly pull himself back into the economy game and try to pull in ahead with tech and economy later on. Because he knows that just by purely putting pressure on, he's not going to be able to beat Strelok at this point in the game. Not with all the mines and the tanks. So again, he's just really trying to set Strelok back and set him back. But losing a lot of dragoons in the process. Ouch. All except 1 there, and here comes another wave of zealots. Will it be enough? So again, 2 vultures out in the field. Heading for Waitrai's base. It's transferred a bunch of probes over. Going for a 3rd base, so surely Waitrai's going to be on 3 bases compared to Strelok's 1. Usually having more bases than the Teran doesn't make too much of a difference for your Protoss. But it does if the Teran's only on 1 base, because to get the real full force of the Terans, you need at least 2 bases. More bases other than 2 are not quite as important as the difference between 1 base and 2 base, in my opinion. But yeah, every base helps. Let me just say that. All right. So Vulture's heading out to the natural expansion choke. There's a Dark Templar. That tank is going to be in trouble. Oh yes, lost the tank. And Vulture's giving chase. Scan goes down. Gonna snipe that Dark Templar, I feel. Or is he going to let the mine do it? Oh, mine going off. Is it going to take the tank out? Oh, tank very, very nicely avoided that. So tank's still alive. Will it be alive for long, given those zealots? I'm not sure. But good micromanagement there by Strelok, carefully dancing it away. And now I'm sure Strelok will have an opportunity to actually start punishing these buildings. We'll see. Vultures heading out to lay mines. Good idea. And tanks having to run back. Oh, they've taken out the Dragoon. So, mine going off. Blasting that Dragoon again. So that secondary Dragoon running to Strelok's base is not going to last long, as we saw there. So again, units going down, but White Rise still frantically building units from these gateways. Will it be enough? Strelok just grouping up some units in his natural expansion, ready to push out. He really desperately wants to get rid of these gateways and attacking now with SUVs. So this is going to be a determined push right here. But there's a Dark Templar in the midst. This will scan. Strelok's quickly surrounding that and killing it. But here we go. Tanks sieging up in range of the proxy buildings. So this is an important moment in the game where the Terrans finally get some payback on the Protoss for proxying. And he should be able to complete, at least exact a decent amount of damage. If I was Strelok at this point, and I'm not, Strelok being a much better player than myself, I would have thought about putting down a single turret right in the midst of that, just in case more Dark Templars show up. And despite the mines, I mean, the mines aren't always enough to kill Dark Templars, so that turret would have really helped with a combination of mines and siege shots. But Strelok has 3 vultures there, which he's looking to attack White Rise base with. He didn't quite commit them there. But there goes one building. I think that was the forge being blasted there. Strelok going straight for the pylon, so that's a wise choice. Making all of the rest of these buildings unpowered. Even that one over the side is not actually in range of that pylon over there. So with one fell blow, Strelok is actually totally rendered useless those 4 gateways next to his base. So that's a serious blow to White Rise. And Strelok putting down an expansion finally. Very strange game in that the Terran's expanding so late, but he had no choice. He had to delay that expansion. No two ways about it. Here comes another probe heading out, maybe to the 6 o'clock or to scout Strelok down at the bottom right. White Rise putting in some more gateways here, and the Terran's pushing across the map to try and do some damage here. We'll see how much it really does, but it's going to be a close call. And here we go, tanks sieging up right next to White Rise's 3rd base. Scans going off. This is Dark Templar. Tanks should be able to blast that, but yeah, 1 tank being lost from that melee assault. And a lot of probes being lost here. Tanks blasting everything in range. More Dark Templar, so White Rise really hoping that Strelok maybe runs out of scan sweep energy, given that he only has the 1 scanner. But when his 2nd expansion goes up, I'm sure he'll be able to put that 2nd scanner down and have more than he needs. So, wow, a huge number of probes being blasted there by the siege tanks. And finally, the SUV is transferred over to the 2nd base. He's only got a couple left mining his main. So it's almost like Strelok's still on 1 base, essentially. But at least he's not out of minerals by any means. And taking a look at White Rise base, it looks like he's building something at the back there. I'll check that out in a minute. But we've got Dark Templars looking to press past the vultures, and I was just really interested to see whether the Dark Templars finally managed to get past the vultures and kill the tanks. And back at home, Strelok's left a single tank just to blast all of those gateways, just in case another pylon gets built by some probe. And wow, Dark Templars running straight into the SUV line for Strelok. Ouch, he's going to lose a lot of SUVs here. Vultures coming in to defend with a scan and mines going off in the Dark Templars. He should be able to kill these. There's another 3rd Dark Templar coming in. A lot of these Dark Templars are very injured. Mine may be going off, but in the meantime, Vulture's actually blasting the probe, so it's revenge here from Strelok, as it has been the theme for this game pretty much. Lost all of his Vultures to a mine though, and the Dark Templar successfully took out that scanner. Strelok immediately rebuilding it, as he should. He really is going to need those scanners against the mass Dark Templars in this game. White Rise's just building so many of them. Oof. There's another one. The tank's no longer sieged up to White Rise's 3rd base, but he has lost that nexus completely. So White Rise pretty much down to 1 base, Strelok down to 1 base. It's a single base versus single.